All right, listen, so you started a business, right? Whether it's a brick and mortar business or a business online. How is your business doing? Is it doing well? Do you need promotions? You cannot afford to start a business and not do promotions. Promotions is what it's all about. Some people have a big budget. That way they can spend a whole lot of money on these huge platforms. MSNBC, NBC, CNN, all those. Your budget might not be that. Those are $1 million budgets. At the same time, you can still reach a demographic of people that might be interested in your business. And how do you do that? You do that by piggybacking on one of these channels that the core audience of that channel is also the type of people you are trying to reach with your business. It works, okay? Hook up, give me a call, or shoot me an email and let's get your promo going right now. I don't care what business it is. I can send people to you. Now, before we go, let me say this. I am not guaranteeing you a certain amount of subscribers. You are the one that will have to, or I'm not guaranteeing you a certain amount of people that will come. You are the one that has to continue to push your business. Okay, with you promoting your business yourself and me promoting your business for you, there's no way you can't win. So give me a call right now or shoot me an email and let's work this out. I have a promotion special going on right now. Pretty much anybody can afford this, okay? It is more than half of what I normally do things for. Get in on a deal before it's gone. I've been running it for 2 weeks. The intention is to run it for 4 weeks. So let this one pass you. Call right now. Email right now. Let's get this moving. Promotions, promotions, promotions. That's what it's all about.
Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Listen now, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's get into this one. So, again, Mumma. Remember me telling you, Mumma is all over the recordings, my friend. I know a lot of you are busy. I know a lot of you are working. I'm just doing you a service of compiling all the information that has been released through the courts to the news media houses, then that's released to us, and then I'm relaying it to you so you have some kind of an idea of what is taking place inside the courtroom as this movie script unfolds. Yes, movie script, because that's what it is. It's a movie script. This is the best Hollywood movie script I've ever read, and I'm telling you, somebody's gonna turn it into a movie. Anyhow, from nigga to Jesus, recording has Black Man and Mumma uneasy. Mumma can be heard in the courtroom when this one play, silently saying, Jesus, 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 because that one is serious. And I told you before, somebody said, SouFLo, if anybody go to prison out of the 30 odd people that they're trying on this thing, Mumma is definitely one of them. So Mumma better start pray. Anyhow Mumma come out, me want to know who fear Obiaman is, and me a go there, because me a go need some of them blessings, because boy, she can't escape. Pass, go straight to prison. Anyhow, the article says that a former gangster is alleged to have told reputed leader of the one-down faction of the Clansman gang, Andre Blackman Bryan, that Stephanie Mumma Christie, a female pastor and alleged senior gang operative, had used her police connections to have disloyal gang members arrested. If you've paying attention to the other recordings we've done before, this information surfaced before, that she was actually using good police officers to get rid of some of the gang members in their own gang. And she would do this by feeding the police officers real information about them. So they had, okay, so they sent somebody to go do a crime, right? A robbery, a extortion, a murder, whatever. They would then use that. She would then use that, according to them, and give it to the police when it was time to get rid of that person. You know, so you can't escape that, because it's just strong evidence against you. So she's an informant on one hand. The revelation was made to Bryan via a secretly recorded telephone conversation between him and the former gangster that has turned state witness. Boy, this a former gangster here that has turned state witness, where they'd have the 3 phone him frig them up in the people. Yo, This man has done more damage than anything and anyone else. Him frigged them up for real. As the witness was being taken through the phone conversation by prosecutors, Christy, the lone female, the pastor, accused at the ongoing trial, was heard quietly chanting in her corner in the courtroom, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Boy, our head a hotter now, you know? Because reality is sinking in now. The developments occurred on Friday in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston, where Christy, Brian, and 31 other accused persons are on trial. In the recording that was played on Friday, the witness and a voice identified as that of Brian by the witness could be heard. No date of that conversation was revealed, but the witness said that Brian was, at the time heard in that one, was behind bars. The witness, who had previously claimed that he was a second in command of the gang and a former Don himself, can be heard on the recording telling Brian that Christy had caused some of the other gangsters to be arrested. So I'ma tell the Don now, say, yo, Christy, some of the man them gone, you know. Brian was earlier heard telling the witness to try get back the nigga them. Try get back the nigga them. The witness told the court that Brian was trying to get the One Don faction of the Clansman gang operational again because it had fallen into disarray after his incarceration. It was at that point of the conversation that Blackman was told by the witness that Christy had sent a policeman from Spanish Town for the gangsters, Jim Brown, whose alias was for defendant Dwight Hall, and Sickhead, whose alias was for the accused Lamar Simpson. And Mumma sent for them. She sent for my boy there, Jim Brown. The witness is heard saying. Brian responded, The witness continued, she, Mumma, tell me about termite. She ensure said the road clear, so when you a come a road, the thing good. She call me and said banks clear up. At that stage, the witness explained to the court that Christy, the female pastor, wanted to clean up top banks, an area in Spanish Town with gangsters connected to the One Don criminal network. Previous witnesses had testified that Top Banks was an area that was controlled by the gang. She, Christy, gave the police credible information that the police can use to get them off the street, the witness said. Christy then again quietly uttered, Jesus, 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 again. Rotted clot. People, you can wonder why she's saying Jesus, 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 right? Because now she's exposed. She's exposed as an informant from within the gang. She's exposed as someone who was selling information to the police, getting rid of their own gang members. That's dangerous as hell. Seeing? When Blackman never ordered that. She do that on her own. So she cleaning and cutting and clearing the path for when he comes home, so he won't have no trouble. So what we've heard is that anybody who did a kick up out a road and a go on like them want to run the thing, she just make sure she get rid of them, so that when time Blackman drop back into the place, bust off him case, come back a road, him not have to go fight with any of them. Them gone, right? But it wasn't him that did that. When quizzed as to why Christy wanted Sickhead arrested, the witness explained that he was collecting extortion money and he was failing to turn the extortion money over to the gang. So he went rogue, and apparently Sickhead went rogue. And Sickhead was out there just doing his own thing. I collect the extortion money and keep it for himself and all these things, right? So it's time to get rid of him. The witness also told the court that the policeman that Christie went to with information on gangsters was not a corrupt officer. He was like him in working towards dismantling the gang. He was like him, right? That police officer is not a corrupt officer. He's a real police officer where really a do him job. So she used a clean police officer to get rid of some of the man them to do her dirty work. Damn! She was over there playing chess, not checkers. The female pastor, in a recording that was played on Thursday, professed her loyalty for Brian, including stating that she would fast and pray for the reputed gang leader to be released from custody. Right now, me can't hear the church people and myself. In the name of hallelujah, like this lady take this thing for joke hour. Fast and pray for badness. Imagine that. She would fast and pray for the reputed gang leader to be released from custody. She also, I guess the fasting and praying work, because didn't he get released? She also called for members of the gang to remain loyal. Or maybe he didn't get released. Actually, he got locked up and then she got locked up after and got brought in, right? Because this is how they got the information on her being so deeply involved and went and got her while she was at her real husband's ordination. See? She also called for members of the gang to remain loyal to Brian while indicating that he would soon be released from jail. So she was there telling the members of the gang, "You better be loyal to him, because I'm soon come home and these things." Christie also lamented the disloyalty of some of the gangsters. She was speaking with the former gangster turned state witness and another alleged top gangster who was identified by his alias as City Puss. The playing of the secret cell phone recordings on Friday continued with the witness inquiring if Brian knew which one of the murders he would be charged for. On tape, you can hear him ask if Brian know which one of the murders he'll be charged for. And Brian replied, "Come like a one pon the avenue, the one at Portmore. About 4 murder." The witness then told Brian, "Me think of the one from inner terminus. Me tell you, you not have nothing to worry about." Bumbo. Terminus was in reference to the Spanish Town Transport Center. The conversation between the two men then touched on the nation's anti-gang legislation under which Brian was ironically charged later on. Boy, watch ya now. Boop. You see, if somebody be a witness, they must be in the gang for a time to be a good witness, said Brian. And if you see, so me split the gang from Miller are the wickedest thing. And at 2014 the law come in. So nothing before that can use against me, he continued. The witness was asked who Miller was, to which he responded that the name was in reference to Tesha Miller, while the law was in reference to the island's anti-gang legislation. So in other words, anything before 2014 would have fallen upon Miller, it wouldn't fall upon me. Tesha Miller, said to be the reputed leader of the Clansman gang, is behind bars on a long sentence for accessory to murder relative to the killing of the Jamaica Urban Transport Company, or JUTC, chairman Douglas Chambers. The One Don faction is a breakaway from the Clansman gang. As the witness spoke in court, Brian looked on intently, while on other occasions he spoke with other accused persons that were seated next to him. The prosecutor then moved on to ask the witness to explain to the court, please, what he meant when he said that the recording that one of my cousin called me, who dep on it, I saw me know. Explain that to the court, please. She said you pay 2.5 and the man collect your passport picture and you're good over there. The ex-gangster said that Brian was of the view that he, the witness, was wanted by the police and that he, Brian, did not want him, the witness, to be apprehended. According to the witness, he crafted a plan with the police and then told Brian that there was a heart program that he, the witness, could go on. The witness said that he told Brian that his cousin had told him, the witness, about a man who could let him, the witness, go overseas with the heart certificates he had. Brian also, along with 31 others and one woman, are being tried under the Criminal Justice Suppression of Criminal Organization Act 2014, better known as the Anti-Gang Legislation, on an indictment that carries 25 counts. The man and the one woman have been charged with multiple offenses, including being part of a criminal organization, illegal possession of firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, facilitating conspiracy to murder, and facilitating arson. The offenses were allegedly committed between January 1st of 2015 and June 30th of 2019 in St. Catherine. Alright, and listener, hit that subscribe button, and we will talk later when another piece comes out. Stay tuned, because this is far from over, my friend. Catch you on the next one. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.